Critter Protectors, Mr. Jim here, and welcome to Kids Animal Stories, a place where there's always a mystery and adventure around every single corner. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, I need you on our Critter Protector team. Join our adventure as we learn about critters from around the world and in our backyards. Well, my friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too! Let's go! Oro the golden poison frog has a very important job to do, as we learned in yesterday's part 1 of the story. He needs to move his 5 tadpoles from the tiny puddle where they hatched to a larger nursery pool where they will have room to grow. How is he going to do that? He is going to, of course, give them a piggyback ride.
Remember your training. Remember your training.
Oro muttered to himself as he hopped up to the puddle and placed the first wiggly tadpole on his back.
Stop it! That tickles!
He shouted as the first baby flopped around happily. One by one, Oro loaded the other tadpoles onto his back. By the time all 5 were loaded up, he had gotten used to that tickly feeling.
Rubia, can you please come here and double check that I have all 5 kids on my back? I think I have them all, but I just want to be sure I don't have eyes on my back.
Rubia, the mama frog, hopped over and began to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you have all of them.
Oh, great. I guess that means we better get going.
Thank you for choosing Golden Frog Taxi Service, little tadpoles. Our destination today is the nursery pool.
Oro, with his very fancy announcer voice, took 3 very careful hops and looked around to make sure none of the tadpoles had fallen off. Hop, hop, stop. Hop, hop, stop. Hop, hop, stop. Before long, he was exhausted and decided to take a rest and see if he could find some bugs to eat. He was making his way toward a rotten log when he heard a slither noise coming from the branches above him.
Uh-oh,
thought Oro, rolling his eyes.
Here we go again with the hungry tree boa.
As if on cue, a giant, brown, scaly head stretched down from the canopy above.
Trust me, buddy. You don't want to eat me. I taste awful, and I'm super poisonous.
The snake took one look at Oro's brightly colored yellow skin and shuddered. Soon, it was disappearing back into the branches.
Who's the dad? I'm the dad,
he shouted in relief.
Everybody okay back there?
Replied the tadpoles. Phew, that was a close call. And now you know how the golden poison frogs gets its name. Although small,
They are very dangerous.
predators much bigger than them see their bright colors and take it as a warning to stay away. Even humans can be killed if they touch a golden poison frog. After snacking on a few beetles, Oro and the tadpoles continued their journey toward the nursery pool. Hop, hop, stop. Hop, hop, stop. Hop, hop, stop. Suddenly, Oro saw something wiggling in the dirt near his left foot. He bent down to look closer and immediately wished he hadn't. It was a worm. He screamed.
Don't worry, kids. Daddy will save you.
Oro hopped as fast as he could away from the worm. He did not stop until he reached the edge of the nursery pool.
Yeah. Well, that was terrifying,
he said to himself. Breathing heavily, he began to unload the tadpoles and place them gently into the nursery pool. Plop, plop, plop.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, he counted. Wait a minute. There are only 4 of you here. Where is Cinco? Kids, have you seen your sister? Did she fall off? When did this happen? Cuckoo, caca,
replied the tadpoles.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I didn't prepare for a scenario like this. All my training runs went perfectly. I guess nothing can truly prepare you for parenting.
After a few deep breaths, Oro knew what he had to do. He needed to retrace his steps. Have you ever lost something before? Yeah, sometimes the first thing you need to do is just go back to the last place that you remember having that thing. That's what you call retracing your steps. It's like imagine there's footprints on the ground and you're going backwards through time in all the different places that you might have been.
Stay here, kids. I'm gonna go find your sister.
Slowly and carefully, Oro retraced his steps. After only a few minutes of searching, he found her, Cinco, sitting on top of a big green leaf. Whew, she must have fallen off when he was running away from that giant scary worm.
Hey, sweetie, it's me, your dad. I'm sorry for the bumpy ride back there. I'll be much more careful this time. Cuckoo, caca,
said Cinco affectionately. True to his word, Oro was very careful on the trip back to the nursery pool. Finally, all 5 brothers and sisters were together again. Their dad was very relieved.
I wonder what Ruby is gonna say when she hears about all of this,
he thought. The end. It's time for Critter Protector shoutouts. I want to say hey to Khalil from Wisconsin, Malachi from California, Hunt and Rigdon from Arizona, Aria from Minnesota, and Sophie from Montana. I'm so glad that you're all critter protectors. We could not protect all the critters in our world and in our backyards without you, my friends. Well, you have a super duper day, and I'll see you on our next adventure. Bye!